Bereichen der Politik, der Wirtschaft und der Kultur werden durch Vorträge und Diskussionen behandelt.
Der Demokratie.
Klimatischer Mensch, der
People have come here to Alpbach.
Nothing stays the same forever.
There is a wake-up call from this crisis for Europe.
Europe is still the best place to live, and it probably still will be the best place to live 50 years from now.
I think the ambition should be to reconnect to that history of people after the war getting together on a note of optimism to change the part of the world that they live in. That's a fantastic legacy to carry forward, and it's really relevant today as well, because we're again in a situation where Europe is under threat, and it's really important to rethink how our societies function.
If you think about the world that we've grown up in, is it any wonder that we have something of a lack of trust in these institutions that are supposed to represent us?
Change is not going to come from inside.
There are linkages between climate change, economics, and the security issues that will be the focus of the discussion.
I think we need to talk about those things that we believe go wrong and try to do that in a way that we might have a chance on influencing political leaders in Europe to engage in very, very long-term issues that need to be solved in Europe and that are definitely not issues that will bring them votes at the next or the after next election.
We need to challenge ourselves to actually deal with these huge issues of inequality, social injustice, and climate change. This is not something to lean back at and just watch.
What does it matter? I've seen 16 ways to stop a heart when you build nations on someone's bones.
I came here because I've not been to Alpbach before. I'd heard great things of it. And honestly, I have received more than I've given. And I think I learned most from the young people who are here, because I think when you're young, and I was young once, that you are full of energy, enthusiasm, fear, worries, but you also have capacity to change. And that was the message that I conveyed. Look, everyone can add to the change.
What makes it different to many other conferences is that you have political leaders, you have economic leaders, you have young change makers, social entrepreneurs who come together, and this interdisciplinary thing where people exchange ideas from different views makes Alpbach also so special.
And how great is it? I mean, yesterday the global group CEO of Volkswagen was here, and you can just talk to him and tell him, you can produce as many cars as you want. In the world I want to live in, there are no cars anymore.
We had yesterday a panel discussion on sustainability goals. In the company I'm working for, we are setting ourselves targets where we have no clue how we're going to achieve them. And the only way of getting there is exchanging with people who have ideas, and unbiased, unlimited ideas.
This is what makes it so special, that we meet on an eye level, and that it's not just the youth listening to the elders, right? But it's really learning from each other, creating this intergenerational dialogue that people are very up for.
But meetings like these offer an opportunity for people to interact, that's number one. And then two, they create momentum. And the reason that momentum is important is because it can give you something to catalyze change and to almost garner the sort of strength and excitement that you need to get people to really get out into the world and do something.
I see Alpbach as this thing where this magic can happen, where people that couldn't have met in any other way come together in an experience that changes them completely. And that is what is driving the change in the world. It's people that act upon their beliefs and that find the right company to fulfill their potential.
Having this time